during my mess. My life is really dark, very lonely, no friends, no family. I never had anything. If I had money, I spent it on drugs.
I was really miserable. No one liked being around me because I was so miserable. Even with all the material possessions that I had and lost, no one wanted to be around me. My favorite thing to say was, I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate everything about my life.
I was very depressed, isolated, didn't have many friends.
I didn't know how to live without having Xanax in my system. And then Xanax, of course, brought more drugs.
The struggle during that time was pretty much the temptations with women.
I would wake up, probably smoke a blunt, get ready for my day, go to school.
Go through my phone, get high, and go, make money selling drugs.
I tried to just go out and do something other than just go back to my mess, but then it just ended up boredom. I was missing something, and then my decision was just to go back to my mess.
I think my lowest point was when I had no money, my rent was behind 3 months, my family had left me, no friends at all. And I sat in my apartment lonely in my living room, dark with nothing, nothing at all. Just crying out. I cried out for God then, but I didn't really know how to connect with him, That was my darkest point.
After falling pretty bad with all my financial losses, I still was working, but every bit of money that was going to my job was going out to either spending it on women, spending it on drugs, and got to the point that I had no money left.
My poor choices cost me relationships with my children. I still don't get to see them. It cost me a relationship with my parents. You only get one set of parents, and neither of them wanted me around because I was a real derelict character. It cost me relationships with the people I grew up with, people that really supported me and wanted me to do good. They just turned a blind eye to what I was doing because they saw that I didn't want to do anything good for myself. And if I wasn't willing to help myself, they weren't willing to help me either.
It's hard to hold on to stuff when you just want to get high, stay high, and going to be high at no matter what it costs.
I would say that my relationship with my family is a direct reflection to my relationship with God. So it's better now than it was then.
I didn't have a relationship with God whatsoever.
I knew God existed, but I didn't really know how to seek him.
I heard about a better way while I was in jail. And what's so ironic about it, my stepfather found out about a better way through one of his church members.
Well, I heard about it from my mom a couple months before I was arrested, and she was wanting me to go there, and I was like, go to a better way? And I was not going for that at all, and then I got locked up, and then I heard about it while I was in jail, and I told my mom I'll do whatever program, come to a better way, just to get me out.
My biggest obstacle coming through the ministry was probably getting to a point of totally surrendering. Now, when I came here, I had the intention of stopping doing everything I was doing before. But when I came here, I found out I had problems that were a lot deeper than drug addiction. And the hardest part for me was looking at those things and seeing that I really do have other problems and letting go of them.
The toughest obstacle was just actually being here and thinking every day, how did I get here? How has my life gotten to this point that I'm 60 years old, I'm in an 18-month program? What does the future look like for me?
It really was not that tough for me because I was ready for it all. I was so low in my life. I was willing to do whatever and put up with whatever to get out of that hole I was in.
Brother John's trip was very amazing. So like sitting on that beach, watching the dolphins swim around and everything, it really opened my eyes to let me see that I can have a very successful life, sober, with a family and everything, and not have to worry about, just not have to worry about none of that crap. Just sitting in that house, it was just like, wow, like I could have this if I just do what I got to do and put God first. And CFT was a very big class for me too, because it told me, it let me know who I am and who I was in God. You know, like I'm not a drug addict, I'm not this. I am chosen. I am never alone. I am God's. You know, I am His pick. You know, and I'm not what the world defines me as, but I'm what God defines me, and I'm God's child.
Blessings. I've been blessed beyond measure since probably about Thanksgiving. My dad just showed up out of nowhere. I hadn't spoke to him in a minute. From that moment on, blessings have just rained down upon me, and there's no other way to explain it other than God. So yeah, that's what's impacted me the most here. That and the camaraderie. Everybody around here is your brother, and it's a good feeling to have a big extended family of 100 guys.
I would say my relationship with God is wonderful. I talk to Him every day.
My relationship with God now is something that I need every day.
It's constant, it's consistent. I'm learning to listen to Him in different ways.
And I speak to Him and ask Him before I make any decisions.
Me and him got a pretty good relationship. I have coffee with the Lord every morning.
Now, my relationship isn't perfect. I don't look to Him every second of every day, but it's a lot closer than it used to be.
It's a lot better, definitely a lot better. I seek God every day. You know, I definitely hear His voice talk to me all the time, telling me what I should do, what I shouldn't do, choices to make. I will say that since choosing God, you know, since God has chosen me and me choosing Him, I've progressed in life. You know, I'm more mature. I'm not doing things that I used to do.
Seems like all I could see was the struggle. Haunted by ghosts that lived in my past. Bound up in shackles of all my failures. Wondering how long is this gonna last? All my life I have been called unworthy, named by the voice of my shame and regret. But when I hear you whisper, child, lift up your head, I remember, oh God, you're not done with me yet. And I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain. Now I'm not who I used to be, because I don't have to be the old man inside of me, 'cause his day is long dead and gone. Because I've got a new name, a new life, I'm not the same, and a hope that will carry me home. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain, 'cause I'm not who I used to be.